Hello friends. So today we're going to do a fun little project. We're going to make, well, I've already made this Christmas one, so I decorated the envelope, but it's a full page of 12 by 12 cardstock, and it's just a fun fold. And so you've got the cover here, and you could do the cover on either side. You could do it on this side if you wanted and do that, but I put it on this side. Then you open it up and you've got a pocket and a pocket. You could put gift cards in there. Here's a bookmark. Down here, there's another pocket. You could put another gift card. You could put notes. You could put, here's, a spot where you can write your sentiment. Up here, you could put photos or more notes or anything you wanted to do in your album. And so this is a Christmas one, and today I'm going to show you how to make this, but using birthday graphics. And I have a listing in my Etsy shop, and the link will be below this video. And it has it will be the digital tutorial, but also it will have all these graphics, all the Christmas ones, and all the birthday ones. So I've got the birthday ones ready to go. Like here's a topper, here's a bookmark. So there's all kinds of different phrases and birthday words and Christmas words and Christmas graphics and a whole bunch of different graphics that you can print off yourself as needed. And the tutorial has exact measurements, detailed instructions, like I said, lots of graphics, and then lots of pictures showing you how to do the next step. So my tutorials are always really detail oriented. But anyway, this is what we are going to make today in a birthday one. So I bought some patterned paper at Hobby Lobby and the cardstock too. And I got some birthday balloons and then these just fun little stripes. And so these are the patterns that I'll be using today. And all the little pieces I've pre-cut out, but I will tell you the sizes as we go along. But for starters, we're going to take our 12 by 12 cardstock and we're going to score it. So we are going to score it at 4 inches. And then 8 inches. Oh shoot, I started to cut that. Well, have you ever done that? I've done that so many times. When I'm supposed to score, I start to cut my paper. And you know what? It's still going to work out, and I'll tell you why. Because then you turn it 90 degrees, and this part will be cut out. So, whew, okay. And then when you turn it 90 degrees, then you will score it at, trying to read the writing here, 3.5 inches. I lucked out. So this little section here will be completely cut out. So that worked. And then 8 3/4 inches. And actually, that isn't one of the parts that are cut out. So we'll just have to make it work. Darn it. Okay. So after you do that, okay, so now we've got them scored, and you put at the top, this is a little bit bigger. These are 3.5 to the score line, and this is 3 1/4. So you want the 3 1/4 down here. And so next we are going to cut this top section out, this top square, this top left square. Just right on that score line. And then save this piece, set it aside. You may want to put it behind some of the little phrase cards or something like that. And then you're going to cut this line right here at the top right, again on the score line. Just to that first cross section. And then, let's see, take a pencil and a ruler, and on this bottom section, draw a light line from this corner to this corner. And then the same thing on this opposite side. So a mirror, doing in reverse. And this one, you are going to cut this triangle out. This triangle, I almost made another mistake. And the digital tutorial will show an exact diagram of the spots you cut, the spots you score. It will show you everything that you need to do if you want the tutorial in a digital form. And then here you just cut this line that divides the two triangles. And that is it on the cutting. So now we are going to burnish our folds on our score line. So you fold this one up and just press it and burnish it. Fold this one to the left. And fold this one up. And then this bottom piece, fold up. And then this center one, fold over. And then this one, fold down. And this is where I made my mistake and started cutting, but it will still work. So this you just fold over. And this one you fold over as well. And this will be the middle part, the main part of your card, and this will be the shape of your card that will fit in a regular size A4 envelope. So now just once they're all folded, some of the corners make it so it doesn't want to quite fold tight. So just go on some of your edges and just kind of cut a tapered, that's probably between an 1/8 and a 1/16 inch, and just taper it. I don't know if you can see this, what I'm doing. So this is what I cut off. And so do that on the parts that are going to fold in and overlap. That way when it's all folded, it won't bunch up and it will just lay nice and flat. And so we need to do the same with this piece too. So I'm starting really probably closer to a 1/16 of an inch. I'm cutting very, very little off. and I taper it. So by the time I get to the next edge, it's at the end. So a long, very thin, tapered triangle. So it gets down to the very edge, and that's all I've cut off. And I'm trying to remember where else I need to, right here a little bit too on this straight edge. And then I think we will be good. Okay. Okay, this is my top. It's upside down to you, but we will fix that in the video. Okay, so now you take your decorative papers, and these measure 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And I thought I would put these stripes on the inside and then the balloons on the outside front. And it should leave about an 1/8 inch border of your cardstock. And I like to just take a napkin or Kleenex or something and just use that. So if any glue comes out, it doesn't get my fingers all sticky. Instead, it just wipes up. Do this on all 3 sections. I thought this was really fun colors of paper, and I thought it would be great for a boy or a girl. And it would be fun to send it in the mail with little pictures, little notes. A bookmark comes with it, and we'll work on that as well. You could put whatever you wanted in it. You could send some ephemera, some little tags. It could be done up cute and not a holiday or birthday, and just a regular everyday kind of patterned paper, and it would be great for like a pen pal and send little fun things in it. So that's a thought too. Be careful when you cut off. I think could have cut a little less. It will be fine. But you have to just trim the smallest little bit. Okay, so now our bottom center is, so this bottom decorative paper is 3 3/4 inches by 3. Went right off the edge. Now these 2 top pieces are 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. It's looking so cute already. But I made this with several pockets with the idea of putting in, when I give it to maybe my kids or my grandkids, putting different gift cards in each of the pockets. I thought would be a really fun idea. If somebody needs cheered up, that would be a really thoughtful gift to cheer them up. Okay. Now for the center, whoops, that's the envelope. Let's put the white cardstock on. So the white goes in the biggest piece goes in the center. And for this white cardstock, it is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4 of an inch. And then these top pieces of white cardstock are 3.5 inches by 3 inches. So each layer of paper and cardstock that I put on, I always do about 1/4 inch less on each layer I put on. I hope that makes sense. Okay, look what we're doing here. So now we're gonna work on these pockets. So on this one, we need to just glue the left side, and you want to put a line of glue, a thin line, as close to the edge as you can get it. And then push it up, and when you want to press on it, you want to press from the center out, not go in, because any excess glue you want to come out and not into your pocket. You don't want it to block the pocket. Okay, there's one. Now this one will be the bottom. Again, just as close to the edge as you can. And again, press from the center out. And then this one will be the right side only. And again, press up. And press from the center out. And some of my napkin is sticking to the glue, leaving little fuzzies on it. So you want to be careful of that. Gotta get those off. Okay, now we want to, I'm going to do the front last because I'm going to decide which one I want to use as my front. So we're going to do the toppers for the pockets. And for the pockets, these are 3 3/4 by 3 inches, and then you cut them diagonally. And you'll need 3. And the one thing you'll want to watch is the way your pattern, some papers don't matter, but it might depend on your pattern, because even though I cut I got 2 out of this rectangle, this one didn't work because by the time I turn it, it wouldn't fit in this. And so these 2 are the same, and then I had to cut the third one at the opposite angle. I hope I'm making sense. And all the exact little helpful tips will be in the digital tutorial if you're interested. But this is, I'm giving the measurements you need, and you can make your own. And then you can embellish with anything you might have. You probably have some really wonderful, great, cute ideas. But if you want to decorate them the way I did, you can get all the graphics in my digital tutorial. And again, that link will be below. Isn't that cute? Oh. And this just leaves a thin little border of cardstock all the way around. Just one more here. Okay, we are close to being done. So the way it will fold up is these will go down and this will go up, and then you need to decide which, whoops, I got some glue on that, darn it, which way it's gonna not crumple up as much. I'm gonna have to pick that glue off so it doesn't show. Or what I could do is make that the front, and then that glue won't even show. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make my left flap the front topper. So I decided to put the balloons on this, on the front of this one. Okay, and then there's different toppers you can choose from in the digital pack, and it's got different colors of cupcakes that you can choose from. So you cut the you print the topper that you want, and then the topper cardstock is 3 inches by 4 1/4. And that just fits just perfectly. Whoops, what am I doing? My goodness. Now it's up to you if you want to just glue it right on there, or if you want to put like those foam sticky, double-sided sticky things, and it lifts it up a little bit. That's what I did on this Christmas one. It's raised just a little bit. For this one, I think I'm just going to stick it right on there. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it and just getting it what looks to be the middle to me. And you have a few seconds that you can play with it and move it right where you need to, but you have to kind of be quick. Probably depending what kind of glue you use. I really like this Tombow glue a lot, but it does set really quick, so you have to get it right where you want it pretty quick. Isn't that cute? So you can put sentiments anywhere you want. I am going to put happy birthday right here, I think. So I think I'm just going to use this little scrap piece. And since it's small enough, I'm just going to eyeball it and hope I get it where it needs to be. Trying to make it about the same as all the rest of the items. And then I'm just gonna use my scissors and hope I get it straight. If it was a big piece, then I'd definitely use my paper trimmer. I did okay. So I think I'm just going to put it right here. And there's other phrases that you can use. This one again just says happy birthday, just keeping it simple. Then you can write sentiment here, you can write sentiments here, you can put photos, whatever you wanted to do. You could put, there's all different kinds of gift card notes, and I think I'm going to put one right there. So you just want to put on this bottom right triangle corner. And then you can tuck a gift card down there, maybe a gift card here too. You could even make these cute little tags. They come with these tags. Or you could use this on a gift. Punch the hole out, put some ribbon or string in it, and it says to and from. So you could put that on the gift. We are going to make a bookmark. And so I need to decide what paper. So the bookmark is 2 by 4 inches. So the decorative paper, you need it 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Maybe I will do this. And I'm making the stripes go the opposite way. I think that'll be kind of fun. Just gonna eyeball this as well and hope I can cut straight. And then this should fit in here. Yeah. So you just get a regular hole punch. I'm using this little bit smaller one. This makes a smaller hole, but you can do whatever you want. Just trying to get it right in the center there. And then I'm going to use this fun little tassel. I will put the link below where I've gotten these two on Amazon. I've got all different colors, so that's super fun. So you just kind of put it in the front, the loop, bring it up, and then you pull the tassel through. And there's your bookmark. Isn't that cute? And then you just put it in your pocket, and there is your card. So this folds over and then down, and then this goes over, and that goes like that. And then it should just fit in your envelope perfectly. If I can get that little flap up, there we go. And then if you want, you can do what I did with the Christmas one and just trace that flap on some of your paper and glue it onto that top part. So there are our two cards, the birthday one and the Christmas one. And all the graphics and more that are not here. I just printed out just what I needed to make each card, but there's a whole bunch of different graphics. There's candy canes, there's a little elf, there's 2 different Santas, just fun little stuff. And there's different little phrases and different things that you can put on your cards. and you can make them as many as you want and need. And that is it for this tutorial. I will have the links to the digital tutorial and graphics that's in my Etsy shop. I will also have links to items I've used that were purchased on Amazon. So if you see something that I use that you like, please check the links below. They will probably be there. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it inspires you to make something similar. And the measurements will be below as well, but if you want the detailed tutorial with exact measurements and detailed instructions, it is in my Etsy listing. And you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.